Glenn, what does your hat say? I'm trying to figure it out. What?
Paul?
West Virginia University.
West Virginia.
Yeah, it says home, but it's for West Virginia.
Oh, I see. Okay.
The state symbol is the O.
Places letter O is a map of West Virginia.
Ah. See, being a foreigner, I don't understand, these states and stuff.
Well, it's a country that's down south.
It's a country all its own, that's for sure.
I get lost when I go west of Pittsburgh. So.
According to their governor, they don't have any COVID issued in West Virginia.
Nah.
Hey, I lived down there for 26 years in West Virginia. And I've got a daughter down there in Martinsburg, and they're just absolutely wide open.
Yeah. That's because they have no way of reporting anything.
That is true. I mean, let's face it, it's the only state in the nation where you can marry your third cousin.
Unbelievable.
But why are you wearing the hat?
My son went there.
Oh, I've got one grandson went there and another grandson that's getting ready to go there.
Mm-hmm.
They don't ever play Penn State, do they, in football?
No, they used to years ago, but long time ago. Maybe when Dennis was a kid.
I think before Penn State joined the Big Ten,
yeah.
They did, but not since.
All right, Mark, behave. Sanders coming in.
On my best behavior.
Yeah, okay.
Hey Ryan, tell everybody your quick story of how you got to the statue at the Susquehanna.
Just launched the kayak. I was pretty far up 11-15. Well, not pretty far for a kayak, I guess. Like maybe 10 miles up past Red Robin, like where that place that everybody has been that I haven't been.
Red Rabbit.
Just floated down through. Actually wasn't rapidy at all until right before the statue. And right there we hit some pretty good rapids. And so from right underneath her, you pretty much can't see her unless you're leaning over. So we had to go to the rock on the other side. It was pretty neat. I've always wanted to get there, and I didn't realize that she was painted. I thought it was graffiti, but it was for breast cancer awareness, apparently. So pretty neat.
It is pretty cool, isn't it? I did it about 3 years ago.
Okay.
Went over the statue. Fun.
Yeah.
Great kayaking. Little bit, as you say, a little bit squirrely at times because you had to really watch.
Yeah, it was just a little bit before and a little after. We were on the river for 6 hours and 45 minutes, and that was really most of the rapids we hit the whole time.
Wow. I think kayaking in the Susquehanna is a lot of fun, actually, but you do have to watch it.
As long as you know where the dams are and that kind of thing.
Yeah, yeah, that helps.
Ralph, you have a lot of laundry to do.
Well, I have to remember my roots.
Okay.
This takes me back a long time. College days.
Oh, okay. All right.
Looks like you ran a laundromat.
Yeah, well, I did wash clothes while I was in college in the early 60s. Unlike some of my companions.
They have electric washers, automatic washers like that back then, or did you have to use a big bucket?
I thought it was rocks in the stream.
I don't go back that far.
But I remember the ones, Ralph, that still had the hand wringer on,
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
my mom had that, and every time she did the laundry with this great big tub, us three boys, we had to fight over who gets to get the change from Dad's pockets that's in the bottom. That was a big deal.
I bet it was.
Dan's going to have to learn how to use one of those when he goes over to Africa.
Well, I saw people washing along the Nile River with rocks. I saw people along the Euphrates River with rocks, washing their clothing.
Yeah.
In fact, I have photos of them.
Ken, are you still doing tours?
No, I guess not, Dennis. I've had my heyday. I thought we would be going to Berlin this fall to visit our granddaughter, but we're going to go to Berlin and then friends in Vienna. But I think maybe we will not even do that.
Right now, Rolf, we should have been in Hawaii for the Rotary International Convention.
Right.
Right now.
What happened?
That's a great
Who
place.
can pass up this weather in good old central PA? Better than Hawaii.
Well, I wouldn't say that. I always love to go to Hawaii, but I'm always glad to get back home to Lancaster County.
We spent our honeymoon in Hawaii 35 years ago. It was wonderful.
Cool. Next year, the international convention is in Taipei. Going to be an interesting one.
And a long trip.
Long trip.
Long trip, yeah.
Cathay
Well,
Pacific.
Next year's international convention.
Not quite as long as India. When I went to India for Rotary in December and January. That was a long trip.
Wow.
I think Jim Nelson was in India. with
Yeah,
good
I was there for a month in February of 2007.
Is that where you got your haircut?
Well, I got my hair is actually growing again. My chemo kind of drove it away, and now it's coming back.
That's what chemo's for.
Yeah.
I hope it did its real job.
Well, it's doing part of it, and then hopefully we'll see some more. I've been on it for about 8 months now, and it's keeps looking better.
Well, best wishes.
And the guy was commenting to Carol that last time I was in a laundromat was just over a year ago, and it was in Switzerland. So that was interesting.
But when we were in Guatemala and Ecuador, I think at least in Guatemala, we did see people too washing along the river with the rocks.
Last time I was in a laundromat was in Amsterdam, $11 a load.
Ooh.
I love to travel, especially to Europe, but it's always good to get home with decent prices.
I don't think the prices were quite so bad in Switzerland.
The last time I was
of India were you in?
Last week.
The part of India that I was in was in the very southern tip. It's kind of like the Caribbean of India.
Yeah.
It was in Kerala and Tamil Nadu.
Do any of you remember the ice storm we had in February of that year? I don't know if it was as bad down here as it was in Harrisburg, but we had a couple inches of ice on top of about 6 or 8 inches of snow. And Jim was complaining about the heat in India, which I wasn't too sympathetic about.
I was in Bhubaneswar in Southwest, and then Calcutta, and then we traveled up to see some Rotary projects in West Bengal.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty amazing.